Hi preschoolers, today I'm going to share a book with you that's called The Bear Ate Your Sandwich. And you can tell by the front cover, this is a bear and he's got his eyes on the sandwich in a lunchbox. So I think we better read and find out. We know the bear is going to eat the sandwich, but how does he do it? The author is Julia Sarcone Roach. She's the author and the illustrator, so that means she wrote the book and she made the pictures. Look at the inside front cover. Look at all those different types of sandwiches. Do you remember what this page is called? You're right if you said the title page, because it tells our title and the author and illustrator again. By now I think you know what happened to your sandwich, but you may not know how it happened. So let me tell you. It all started with the bear. These pictures are really, really pretty, so I want to make sure you guys get to see all the pictures. The morning air was warm and bright when the bear stepped out of his den. He stretched and sniffed. The scent of ripe berries drifted towards him and led him to a wonderful discovery. So here he is waking up, and now he's smelling those berries. And I think he's going to follow this truck. After a berry feast, the bear curled up in the sunlight and listened to the buzzing of bees. Before long, he was asleep. Did you notice it looks like he got in the back of that truck to get to those berries? Kind of wake up hungry when I first wake up, don't you? By the time the bear opened his eyes, the buzzing had become a rumbling. He was being quickly swept along like a leaf in a giant great river. The forest disappeared in the distance and high cliffs rose up around him. Doesn't look like he's in his forest anymore, does it? Once the rumbling stopped, the bear found himself in a new forest. It was like nothing he'd ever seen before. This forest had many great climbing spots. The trees were still itchy here. There was good bark for scratching, and the mud squished nicely under his feet. So here he is. He's discovering his new forest, isn't he? He's trying things out. Look, he's scratching his back on a telephone pole or a light pole, and he thinks it's a tree. Look, a picture of a sandwich. There were many interesting smells in this forest. Oh dear, what is he smelling here? Yeah, trash. And there goes the trash truck. But some of the tastiest ones had already been found. Looks like honey. In a trash bin again. Oh, look, there's a raccoon in there. Now it looks like he's at the fish market. Oh, cats love fish, so I bet that's why there's cats there. And this looks like it might be in a park of some kind. There's a lady. She looks like she's feeding the birds. But she said, nice kitty. She thinks maybe the squirrels are kitties. That's interesting, isn't it? Still not the forest he's used to, is it? Leafy green smells led the bear to new fun, and that is when he saw it. Looks like he's at a playground, doesn't it? Hey, this is what Mrs. Coutts, the flat Mrs. Coutts, was riding. She was riding one of those. I think it was a hippo. Those are those springy toys that you get on and you kind of make them kind of jiggle you all around. Now he's going down the slide. There it was, your beautiful and delicious sandwich, all alone. He waited to make sure no one saw him, not even the sandwich, before he made his move. Remember, this is in the park, so this is probably someone's sandwich who's playing at the playground. There he goes, he's being really sneaky. It was such a great sandwich. The bear loved it. Look at him, he is gobbling that up. But just as he was almost finished, he heard slobber snort behind him. What do you think's behind him? Take a second to think about that. He had been seen. The bear was so surprised that he ran out of the park and down the street until he spotted a very tall tree. Look who caught him. All the dogs. All the dogs at the park. And there he goes. He's running away. You can barely see his little tail. From the top of the tree, the bear could see his forest. It was time to go home. Look, he's on a telephone pole or an electric pole. And he can see his real forest over here. Yep. Wonder how he's going to get back. The waves rocked the bear, and he began to doze. He climbed on a boat. Maybe it's a little ferry boat that will get him across the water to his forest. When he opened his eyes, he heard the breeze in familiar branches and the birds and the bugs' evening song. Looks like his forest, doesn't it? Look how nice and dark it is from the trees. Well, the bear made it home just fine. So that's what happened to your sandwich. The bear ate it. This looks like a dog. Is that maybe one of the dogs that caught him? I saw it all. I tried to save your sandwich. I was able to save this little bit of lettuce here. The bear dropped it as he ran off, but I couldn't save the rest. I'm sorry to have to tell you about your sandwich this way, but now you know. It is one of the dogs that caught the bear eating the sandwich. Ruff, 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 ruff. I think he's waiting for a thank you, isn't he? I wonder if she'll let him eat that little bit of lettuce that was left. And there's the end. Look at all the sandwiches now. They've all been tasted, haven't they? Sandwich. Look, this looks like the shadow of the bear on the sandwich. Probably right before he took a bite. There he is. Hope you enjoyed that, books friends. Talk to you later.